Rachel Halliwell here for hockeyprospect.com, joined today by Seth Jarvis of the Portland Winterhawks. Seth, thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Where are you right now, and what are you doing to stay in shape during these times?
Yeah, I'm at home in Winnipeg. Mostly everything's still closed down. They're trying to open everything back up a little bit more, but as of right now, everything's still locked down. So I've been working out at home. I've got workout plans from the gym I work out at, and then my dad was a football player and a football coach. So when he gets home from work, we'll work out together again later in the day.
Oh, that's helpful to have, I guess, somebody to kind
Yeah.
of put you through the test. Yeah. How would you describe your season this year? You guys were first in the WHL before the stoppage.
Yeah, I think our team surprised a lot of people. I think we were a really young team, and I think everyone viewed us as a powerhouse maybe this next season or the one after that. But I think we really took a lot of people by storm, and just we knew how good we could be, and I think we played that way and played with a lot of confidence, and that ended up going well for us.
Yeah, and you yourself, you had a great season. You made a pretty big jump from last season to this one, 39 points up to 98 this year. What do you credit to that? Was there something you worked on in the off season that you hadn't before, or something maybe your coach had told you to work on?
Yeah, off-season training, the whole thing, just kind of getting bigger and stronger. But I think when you come back your second year, you're a little bit more confident and a little bit more ready to take over. I think when you're 16, you're kind of sitting back and letting the older guys kind of do their thing and watching. So I think this year with the loss of Cody Glass and Blishfield to the pros, we needed someone to kind of step into that offensive role. And I think that's what my goal was to do. And I think that's what I tried to accomplish.
Was there something that those guys had maybe taught you last year when you were a rookie, just about how to step over and how to take over the leader role on the team?
Yeah, both of them took me under their wing and really showed me different ways of just how to kind of handle yourself and handle pressure situations, just what you'll face throughout the year. And then I still talk to Cody about, because he went through the draft 2 years ago. So he's someone that I can really lean on to really ask questions and really get information from. So he's been really helpful, just not only during the season, but also during this whole interview process.
Yeah, it's nice to have guys like that you can talk to that have been there, done that kind of thing. Who do you usually play with in Portland, and how do you think they add to your game?
Yeah, I played with mostly Jaden DeRoe, who was our left winger, and then Jack O'Brien, who was our center. Jack was a young center, he was 16, and he was someone that I think at the beginning was a little bit nervous, and I think I was in that same situation when I was 16, just didn't want to make any mistakes, and I think me and DeRoe, it's both our second years this year, so we kind of tried to help him out and just try to explain to him that we need him to play his game, and that's the only way that'll help us. And I think when he got comfortable, he really opened it up for us. Just he's a smart player, and then DeRoe on the left wing plays a lot similar to me. Just likes to play with speed and likes to make quick plays. So everything when it started clicking was really effective.
And how would you describe your game and what you bring to a team?
Yeah, it's very competitive. I think that's the forefront of my game, and then I think I follow that up with a lot of speed, skill, and then I try to use my hockey IQ and really beat opponents that way as well.
Is there a part of your game that you're always trying to improve on?
Yeah, my defensive game, my 200-foot game, just really being more reliable down in the D zone and really not only helping out on the offensive end, but keeping pucks out as well.
Yeah. How would your teammates describe you in the locker room?
I think at first really quiet and really shy, but I think now probably someone they want to stop talking all the time and to really just tone it down. I think I'm energetic and I really just like to have fun when I'm at the rink. So when I'm there, it's nonstop chirping, talking, and just trying to make sure everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, keeping it loose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think there's an NHL player that you're comparable to, or somebody that you try to model your game after?
Yeah, I really try to model my game after Point in Tampa Bay. Just the way he plays and the way he's able to dominate, even at the NHL level. Even though he's not a big guy like myself, I think that's something that I really want to emulate when I can take that next step.
Yeah, and he's definitely really taken off in Tampa the last couple seasons. Do you have a trainer or somebody that you work with in the off season, either on ice or off ice?
Yeah, both. I have an off ice trainer, and he's beneficial a lot. Just how how more physically mature I've gotten, and then my on ice trainer I've worked with for 4 or 5 years now, so we have a great connection, and we and he's been great too, just developing my game on the ice.
Nice. Who are some of the toughest D men to go up against every night in the dub?
I think Smith in Spokane's a really good defenseman. He's dangerous offensively, which probably makes him that much harder. And then I think the other one in my division would be Christensen on Everett. He's someone who's big, came back from pro during the season a little bit later. So he had that pro style game and had that pro experience, which I think really helped him when he was into the dub.
Right. And you mentioned your football connection earlier. You played as a kid too, and you were pretty good. And then how did you make the decision to focus mostly on hockey? I'm sure your dad was maybe not so happy about that decision.
Yeah, I think the time came where hockey got really time consuming, and you couldn't really play both anymore. So I think it was just one of those things where hockey's been my first kind of love and first sport, and so I think that's what made the decision a little bit easier for me. But I think it was also I saw myself having more of a future in hopefully hockey than I would in football.
Do you think playing two different sports at a very high competitive level as a kid helped your development more so than maybe somebody who only plays hockey, 12 months of the year?
Yeah, for sure. I think when you can play as many sports as possible, especially growing up and coming and starting when you're young, I think it builds your overall athletic ability. And I think when you're more of an athlete, you're more able to transition to new things and really adapt well to whatever kind of circumstances or whatever you need to playing hockey.
So I've read that you credit your older brother Caden as most influential on your hockey career. He works as a skills coach near where you guys grew up. Just talk a little bit about what he's done for you and how he's helped you throughout your career.
Yeah, starting young, he's what kind of got me into hockey. He's 6 years older than me, so when he was kind of starting hockey, I was just kind of being able to process what was going on. So when he started, that's when I really fell in love with it. And then he pushed me without kind of knowing it. I just wanted to beat him in everything we kind of did. And so competing against him every day just really fueled me to get that much better and really push myself from a young age. And then as we grew up, he became a lot more supportive when he realized that I was really taking hockey seriously. I think he really became a great support system for me and someone that I can really lean on just to whenever I need to talk, because he played junior hockey as well. So he's someone when I first started stepping into junior that I really leaned on just to see how it was maybe off the ice and a little bit more in the locker room.
Does he help you with does he help you with your skills in the summer and stuff, or not so much?
A little bit, yeah. I'll see him on the ice a few times, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool when he's out there. It's a little bit hard to take him seriously, but he'll be out there a few times, but not too much.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You were named the WHL's most sportsmanlike player this season. Can you just talk about what that means to you?
Yeah, it's a huge honor. I think some of those names on that list were pretty notable, and they're people that I definitely recognized. So yeah, it's cool. It's just Alexei Protest from Prince Albert's another great player, and I think he was well deserving of it as well. But yeah, it's nice to be recognized for not only putting up points or stuff like that, I think, but also the little things, whether it's staying out of the penalty box and just trying to play a clean game.
Yeah, no, I think that award's a huge honor. What are your plans for the off season this year? I know it's kind of hard to plan right now, but is there something that you really want to focus on in your training this off season?
Yeah, the biggest thing is just putting up a little bit more mass and putting on, more mass and then more explosiveness. Everyone's been talking about they want to see my first 3 steps get a little bit quicker in my top speed, so that's been a main focus for me. And just getting a lower center of gravity to really cement myself as a player that can be effective down low.
Makes sense. I know, the draft news are ever changing. It feels like we don't know when it's going to happen, where it's going to happen, what's going on. Just like, what are your thoughts on a virtual draft or even, a draft that's not in June? It could be in August, September. The possibilities are endless right now.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think everyone's dream is to go to the draft and get get to walk on stage and stuff like that. But I think with everything going on, it's more important to stay safe and stay socially distant. So I think whenever it happens, it'll be awesome. But I think that virtual draft is going to be interesting. I don't know if anyone knows how it would work, or if it's going to be like the NFL or anything. But yeah, it'll be cool. And I'm just really anticipating that day to happen.
Yeah, well, we're all waiting, for a date and time for the draft to be. And, whenever that day is, I wish you all the best of luck with that. And thank you so much for taking the time to do this today.
Yeah, thank you very much.